So bottom line is that it now is the time to take a look at this idea of following your path and what is the fastest path to becoming financially independent and controlling your destiny. One of the fastest ways is becoming an entrepreneur.
Welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. Are you stuck in the corporate rat race, worrying about layoffs and longing to take control of your destiny? This is the place for frustrated executives like you who want to escape the grind, live life on your own terms, and build wealth. Whether you're ready to make a full transition into franchise ownership or want to start building a side business along your corporate job, Pete guides you every step of the way. He'll talk about how to create career and income security, diversify your assets and income, and live life on your own terms. Your path to controlling your own destiny starts now.
Welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. My name is Pete Gilfillan. I'm an international best-selling author of the book Hire Yourself, a nationally recognized franchise consultant, a entrepreneur, and most importantly, I am a proud corporate escapee. I was a senior level executive. I escaped all that to become my own boss, to lead my own business. And I have a mission. As a franchise consultant, I help hundreds of executives each year around the country. And my mission is very simple. It's to help people take control of their destiny, to build wealth and to live life on their terms. And that's my mission. And every podcast, I try to make sure that I answer a question. And today it's like, okay, I talk to a lot of people and they say, listen, Pete, I just want to have financial freedom, right? And there was a recent article in Forbes. And Forbes talked about this article, why entrepreneurship is the fastest route to financial and personal freedom, right? And we're all looking, for lack of better terms, the ability to control our destiny, to have that financial independence. And being a business owner or entrepreneur is one of the fastest ways. Entrepreneurs control their financial destiny. Unlike salaried employees that are capped, there's also, when we're a business owner, there's autonomy, there's flexibility, the ability to pursue your passions, and certainly you get out of all that corporate stress. And bottom line is, I'm an example of that. I left all that stuff behind. I have the life that I want to live now. Nobody's in control of me. So when we talk about this idea of the fastest way by being an entrepreneur to get to financial or just controlling your overall destiny, I think there are, for lack of better terms, 8 personal and financial benefits of being an entrepreneur. So let's talk about them real quick. So the first one is unlimited income potential, right? Entrepreneurs are basically not limited based on a salary band, right? Or each year you get a merit raise or you might get a bonus. Bottom line is your income potential is unlimited as an entrepreneur. Now, does that mean you don't have to work hard? Yeah, you still have to work hard, but bottom line is that if you work hard, you can be rewarded for that. You're not dependent on anybody else. The second thing is that there's just greater autonomy and flexibility. And this is something where you decide your work hours, you decide who you want to work with and the type of way in which you want to work. So for example, you decide, hey, listen, I want to only work with people that are excited about whatever I do. And I only want to work from 8 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, or I want to work from noon until 8 p.m., whatever it is. And I want to do it on my terms, meaning I don't have to go into an office if I don't want to. So bottom line is you have an autonomy. And I found this in the corporate world. I miss key things with my kids, and I didn't like that. And so as a business owner, I could go to my kids' soccer games. I could go out on a date with my wife and not be worried about something happening. And does that mean that I didn't work hard? No, I just worked really hard before and after. But bottom line is it was on my terms. So always encourage people as an entrepreneur to leverage that lifestyle of autonomy and flexibility. The third is complete control over creativity and personal fulfillment. So you can build and align the business with your values and your vision, right? So if you come up with an idea, you can actually execute that idea. Or if you want to do something, nobody's stopping you. There's nobody making a decision. Can you follow that passion? Can you follow that creative idea and take it to its fullest thing? The fourth thing about being an entrepreneur is that you do gain skills in the corporate world, but you can continue to refine those skills, grow those skills as an entrepreneur. So running your own venture, you're learning multiple disciplines from marketing to finance. And I learned this. I'd run very large companies, business units. And bottom line is that as a business owner, it's different, right? It's your baby, and you can continue to learn, which I like. Certainly one of my favorite reasons to become an entrepreneur, fastest way to get control of your destiny or financial independence is this idea is that you can leverage the business to have tax advantages and certainly retirement planning. Believe it or not, I mean, there are just great benefits, and as a business owner, you can use those benefits to kind of offset your income or help your tax position. And I certainly like that there are more retirement tools with a business owner than just the traditional 401k or IRA. So there are some pretty aggressive things that if you set your business up right, you can really put a lot of money into your retirement. And then number 6, the fastest way to become financially independent or control your destiny is that with being an entrepreneur, you can diversify your income and build business equity, right? So you can build equity in your business. It's an asset that someday you can sell or you can hand off to your kids, or it can become a business that creates an income for you. It also takes your money and helps you diversify. So take a little bit of money out of that stock market, use it to invest in the business or out of the fixed income space, but use it to diversify your assets and your income. It's a huge thing. Number 7 is that being an entrepreneur with this idea of driving financial independence and controlling your destiny is that there's just independence from those corporate benefit limitations. So for example, my daughter needed extra healthcare stuff. We went out and got a great policy through the business. I wasn't dependent on a company's maybe poor insurance plan or other things like that, or a retirement plan that limited how much I could put in. So the idea is that there are caps when you're in the corporate world in regards to the benefits, and you can set your benefits or not have limitations as a business owner or entrepreneur. And then the last thing is that as we take a look at being an entrepreneur to create personal financial independence or control our destiny, is that you can really make an impact in your community. My buddy always says hyper local, right? You can create jobs in your community. You can make an impact in your community. You can sponsor stuff. You can be involved in your community. As corporate executives, a lot of times we're traveling. We don't get a chance to be engaged and make an impact in the community as much as we'd like. So bottom line is that it now is the time to take a look at this idea of following your path and what is the fastest path to becoming financially independent and controlling your destiny. One of the fastest ways is becoming an entrepreneur. And that's what I do, is I help people become entrepreneurs. I'm a franchise consultant, so I work with senior level executives. I help them figure out what are they looking for in a business? Why do they want to own a franchise? And then I go look for franchises that allow them to achieve what they're doing. I'm kind of a coach, help them through the process, and they invest in a franchise and they're off to becoming an entrepreneur and having financial independence and controlling their long-term destiny. So if that's something you're interested in, I encourage you to take 15 minutes, have a quick call with me. We can learn a little bit about your situation. I can tell you a little bit more about how I can help you as a franchise consultant. And certainly I encourage you to subscribe to my podcast, follow my content. I am here to help you take control of your destiny, build wealth, and live life on your terms.
Thanks for joining us on the Hire Yourself podcast. Pete's here to help you break free from the corporate rat race, take control of your destiny, and finally live life on your own terms. Whether that's jumping into franchise ownership full-time or starting it as a side hustle. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a fellow frustrated executive, and leave a review to let us know your thoughts. Until next time, take charge, build your future, and live life on your own terms.